The month of May is family month.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it.
It is. So, this is not the first time we're doing Family Month at Citi, right? May in particular, we've chosen to be Family Month because there are two very significant things that happen internationally in May. The first one is Mother's Day, or Mothering Sunday, as some people would call it. And it falls on the second Sunday of every May. This year, that's the 12th of May. And then we have, very significantly, the International Day of the Family, which falls on the 15th of May.
I didn't know that.
Yes, International Day of the Family. So
15th of May.
Yes, that's right. So that's why we've chosen May as our Family Month. But it's not so why Family Month? The sociologist and the psychologist and all the ists will tell you that the family is the basic unit of society.
Yes, sir.
Now, if the family gets it wrong, if the families are breaking, if the families are not in a good place, socially, psychologically, emotionally, financially, then it affects the bigger society. Now, if the society is problematic, that affects the progress of our nation. And then we fail to take our place on a global scale.
So this month has two legs, the mother leg and then the family leg itself. But this is not the first time we're doing Family Month.
No, it's not. I mean, we've done it in the past. But this time we're telling you categorically, boldly, loudly and clearly that it is Family Month at Citi.
Don't forget, Citi FM is your family radio station.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, Frema, what are some of the things to look out for in this month of May?
So we starting tomorrow, that is 1st May, and Api rightly said, we often talk about difficulties, challenges with today's children, with the older people in society. It comes down to the home. When a child is misbehaving outside, we often say you lack home training, and we say that charity begins at home. So if we are not, absolutely, but we all forget that we have responsibilities, and then look at blaming other people who form government, who form management at work. But these are fathers and mothers at home. These people came from homes. So if they are not doing something right, we trace it back all the way to where they are coming from, upbringing and what have you. And that is why it's very important. Now, while we do what we can, it's also important for us to consider the God factor. We are a nation that believes in prayer. People can even say that, let me go to church and come back and fight. It means that we acknowledge that there's a supreme being somewhere.
That's not good Christianity.
No, it is not good Christianity. But what I'm trying to say is we acknowledge the fact that in everything there's God.
100%.
Whether with Christianity, whether with traditional religion, whatever it is, we believe in Christianity. We are a Christian station. And that is why we pay attention. We start our day with the morning devotion. We start with, this is your day. We believe we have to commit our ways into the hands of God. And so as we begin the family month, it is appropriate for us to start with God.
So that's why the family consecration service is happening.
Exactly. Tomorrow we've spoken about family consecration. And then it just happens that Mother's Day also falls in the month of May. Before we sat here,
some people were lambasting
by some strange design. Father's Day comes in June, which is the business month. We will later talk about it, and I think it's beginning to make sense. The Father's Day falls in business month, and Mother's Day falls.
Fathers are the CEOs of the home.
Just continue.
And Mother's Day falls in May.
12 May this time.
12
second
May,
Sunday.
Second Sunday of May.
So are there any events or promotions around that?
Yes, we have on-air promotions. Api will talk about that, and then we'll have the physical events.
So tell me about the on-air bit, and then we'll come to the event itself. What's happening on the air?
So we are looking at two different things. We've spoken about Mother's Day, we've spoken about International Day of the Family. And so the first thing that we are really focusing on is celebrating the mothers in your life.
All right.
Now for on-air, we have TV, we have radio. I'll start with the TV one. So we're doing something called Cook for Mama, the Cook for Mama promotion. Now we're asking people to enter this promotion. You are to submit an entry telling us what your mother's favorite food is. And then you also attach the recipe of that meal. Then there's a jury of foodies, a jury of food enthusiasts, a jury of culinary experts, a jury of people who just like to eat. They are all there. And then they'll select the people of gastronomic proficiencies. Yes. So we put all these people together, and then we select the most striking recipes. And if you make it to the final 3, you and your siblings, or if you're an only child, you and your father, you come to the Citi TV studios and you battle it out. Cook for your mother.
Live on set.
We will see who will win.
Wow.
Now your mother will not be on set with you, so if
She's
you think
watching
she's watching you from some room,
Don't disgrace her.
so if you put too much pepper, say akwepa.
So you are cooking. You are cooking for Mama.
You're cooking for Mama
to win free tickets to the event as well.
and other things as well. Other things as well. So that's Cook for Mama. And let me just
When
clarify.
does it start?
We started.
So you go online or you listen to the radio.
So this is a TV promotion.
Okay.
So I'll give you the phone number that we use for that. It's 020 444 7033. 020 444 7033.
Wonderful.
So you send a WhatsApp message there with your mama's favorite recipe, of course, your name, your full contact details, and then also the recipe itself.
Superb.
Okay, so
that's the
that.
TV.
That's the TV.
Cook for Mama.
Cook for Mama.
You gotta cook for the mama.
Cook for Mama.
But that's not all.
No, that's not all. Though. It's not all at all.
All right.
Then we have what we've titled An Ode to Mama.
An ode.
An Ode to Mama.
That's ODE.
Yes, An Ode to Mama. And with An Ode to Mama, what we're asking people to do is basically write to us in not more than 100 words, telling us about something significant that their mother has done to impact their life. Okay, so that is a radio promotion. And we are asking you to send the WhatsApp line everybody knows, 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. So there you send your message. Don't exceed 100 words. If you do, automatic disqualification. All right, so that's An Ode to Mama. And for those who may be asking, what's an ode? It takes its roots from poetry, right? You know, when you write poetry, oh God, oh Nkrumah, why hast thou forsaken Ghana? That is a typical feature of an ode, where we use just a bit of literature lessons. We use a literary device called an apostrophe. You're addressing someone who is not with you, who may not even be alive, but in an abstract way, you're speaking to them. You're calling upon them. So that's where we're taking inspiration from. That's An Ode to Mama.
Okay.
Then
That's
other
on
things,
radio.
That's on radio. There are other things happening on radio.
Tell me about
Not
it.
necessarily promotions as such, but on Brunch in the City, throughout the month of May, you have the opportunity to request a song that reminds you of your mother. So when you hear it, you think of Mama. It could be because that's what she used to sing or hum when she was bathing you when you were a child. It could also be that that's a song that she play before she gives you a beat. When you know that I've done something wrong, Mama starts playing this song. It means that the beatings are coming. You know.
So it's not necessarily a mama song per se.
necessarily a mama
It's a
song.
song that
reminds you of
Mama.
Absolutely. So your mom could have been a Pat Thomas or an Amachi Dede fan, you know, but she also could have been a Wulome fan. And that's what, when you hear a particular song by any of these artists, you just remember your mother and you can request that song.
Wonderful.
Okay, and then there's also the social media angle of things. We're telling people that in a 90-second video, you get to hype your mama. So say something that tells the world how awesome she is, how unique she is, and we'll share some of these things across our social media platforms and also have them on television.
Wow.
And then the last thing I'll speak about, before you say I do. Before you say I do.
What's that?
It's a marriage counseling series
Use
of
it.
sorts.
Use it.
So we're talking about the family, right? And typically when you think of the nuclear family, you think of mother, father, children. That's it, right? Of course, you have single mothers and whatnot, but we're talking about this setting where there's a marriage that has birthed children. Now, we're saying that we've observed that, and it's not just us. The research shows that a lot of people are getting married for the wrong reason. Oh, he has plenty money, so let me marry him. Oh, I've reached my stage in life where my biological clock is ticking. I want to have children, so let me get married. There are all sorts of reasons.
Marriage or suicide.
A marriage or suicide. You know, I've got to get that MRS degree. So we're going to have a series. It will air on TV 9 a.m. within the Breakfast Daily, segment. But we'll also have it on radio during the week in the evenings. But there'll also be conversations around some of the things that will be discussed in this series on the Traffic Avenue, which airs on Citi FM between 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Now, everything from the logistics that you should be paying attention to plan your wedding, to execute your wedding, so you're not overspending, that will be discussed. But also talk about finances, who handles what in the home. How do you... There's a topic that we've treated that you'll be hearing called the X Factor. How do you cleanse your score sheets of all your exes before you go into marriage, so that you're emotionally ready to commit to that one person? How do you deal with your extended family members, your in-laws? How do you leave and cleave?
Wow.
All these conversations happen. So that's before you say.
And that's on TV, Breakfast Daily.
Yes,
and then there's also a version on radio. So let's just summarize on air. We have the Ode to Mama, which is a radio promotion. We have the Cook for Mama, which is on TV. And then, of course, we have the Before You Say I Do.
Exactly.
That's happening on both segments. But what about the event itself? Are we going out? Are we going to eat? Are we going to dance? Are we going to jump? What are we doing?
Well, it's a cocktail of everything you've said. So on the 12th of May, that is the second Sunday of May, at exactly 4 p.m., the action will be on. It is going to be an evening to celebrate our mothers and our mother figures. You could have a headmistress who contributed so much in making you the person you are today. It could be your neighbor. It could be a deaconess from church. It could be your pastor's wife. It could be an auntie or your biological mother. So we are celebrating all these amazing women, telling them we love them so much, and we truly appreciate and honor them for all the sacrifices they have made in impacting our lives. And so at 4 p.m., we'll all be going to Alisa Hotel.
This is the 12th.
This is the 12th.
The Mother's Day proper.
The Mother's Day
4 p.m.
dinner.
Alisa Hotel.
Alisa Hotel. It's happening inside the pavilion. Ooh. So now Alisa has a beautiful pavilion they are putting up. There's an amazing dome. So the dome is part of the pavilion.
Thank you.
So there are other things that they are putting up, but the dinner will be happening in the dome. It's a beautiful
4
place. 4 p.m.
Sunday.
After church. Wow. And it's 4 p.m. because we want people to come in, have fun, and also make it in good time to go back home.
So a bit share dinner. So it's 4 p.m. It will enter the. You get the point.
So it's strategically.
I hear you.
Timed to ensure that you have your dinner, and it's going to be amazing, great meals. Mama is always cooking for everybody.
Yeah.
And we are saying that it's time for Mama to sit down. Yeah. Let's also serve her great meals, great drinks, amazing entertainment. We have the Inchin band coming to give mothers great tunes. Api mentioned when you hear a particular song, it should remind you of Mama. So why not? Even there, we might say that pick a few people to let them tell us their mother's favorite song and give them, So it's going to be an atmosphere of fun. Fathers are welcome because they are bringing Mama. Children must be there because they all need to come in to celebrate Mommy.
Wonderful.
So this is happening, and the phone lines are open now for reservations to be made.
What number
0205 973 973.
Okay.
0205 973 973. So give us a call now, make your reservations, ensure that you book a seat for yourself, your father, your mother, and the rest of the family.
Amazing stuff. In studio, Apiorkor Sarah Mashong Abe, Frema Adunyame. Just to summarize what we're doing, the month of May has many programs starting off tomorrow. The family consecration service, and then the two key dates. The 12th is Mother's Day proper. We're building up with a couple of things. An ode to Mama, it's a radio promotion. Write an ode to your Mama. TV, you cook for Mama. And then Before You Say I Do, it's on both radio and TV at 9 a.m. on Breakfast Daily. And then, of course, we have the big one on the afternoon of this Sunday, the 12th. Is the, I don't want to call it the dinner or the, the between supper dinner. It's
the dinner.
I tell you, Charlie, is that the day?
Lunch,
so that's happening at the Pavilion Alisa Hotel, Sunday the 12th.
Yes.
And that's
North Ridge, Alisa.
And that one you can make your bookings now.
Yes.
You can make your bookings now.
Yeah.
What's the number again?
0205 973 973.
Can you repeat that?
0205 973
Yeah.
973.
And that's not just for mothers. So you can just have the whole family come.
Oh,
right?
yes,
So
yes,
you can book a
yes,
table
yes.
yourself, even the man, your dad, your uncles, your aunties. You can also gather all your troublesome aunties together.
Everybody.
Put them in a car
Come
and
and
drive
give them
them
a
away.
showdown.
Absolutely.
Collect your aunties and say, hey, you've been worrying us. Please go and eat.
Exactly.
There have even been instances when we've had our Mother's Day dinners where someone would pay for their headmistress,
Yes.
who saw them through school to attend with, maybe other students. So anyone who is a mother figure,
Exactly.
a perfect opportunity to come and celebrate her on Mother's
So much
Day.
is happening in the month of May. Of course, it's the month where champions are born.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happy belated. You are 1st April.
I am.
Yes, we are finishing with you today. Then we are entering May tomorrow.
Yes.
My
My son is May.
You know it already.
Adrian is May.
So that's why you're,
Oh, she's always
Cobra.
bubbly during May.
Yes, always bubbly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I get to be celebrated.
Yeah. All right, so that's happening in the month of May. It's loaded on radio, on TV, and online. 97.3 Citi FM and Citi TV, making your so you can't miss out. You can either do the cook for mama, so you and the man and your kids can cook, or you can also write an ode to mama. Make sure you are at the family day. What's the name of the Sunday event? It's called the Mama's Day.
Citi TV Mother's Day dinner.
Mother's Day dinner.
Yes.
Very simple. Book for that. And we have the Chin Chin Band. Some great music. Lots of photos to be taken. We'll celebrate all our mothers. We'll take testimonies of motherhood and mothering. So make your reservation this morning.